mitochondria?
Well, we concentrate on the mitochondria because that's mainly what makes us sick is when the mitochondria gets inefficient or dysfunctional, we get sick. So to me, if I go in the cold water and I warm up passively, that's making new mitochondria. And that's what you want because that's what's giving you energy. When you feel tired and lethargic and out of gas, is when your mitochondria is inefficient. It's not making enough energy. So you got to figure out why. Once you concentrate on that, you get your health back and your life back. And cold water for sure is a way to get new mitochondria. So that's why we employ that cold water. It just strengthens you.
I love the example that you give. Like, if you're getting paid, like, you make like $34 an hour. Like, tell me
Yes.
that.
So when our mitochondria is working efficiently, it'll take one molecule of glucose will make 36 units of ATP. But when it's inefficient, you go from making 36 to making 2 to 4 ATP, which is like you're making $36 an hour. The next thing you know, you got a pay cut and you're making $2 an hour. And you
What?
ain't feeling so good. You feel sad, broke, and tired. And that's how we get sick. And when you concentrate on that, it works. So,
All these simple things that we do, like breath work and getting in really cold water and doing a hot sauna, all these rituals that we do, didn't start with us. This has been going on for a long time. These are ancient modalities,
mm-hmm.
things that have been available to us for centuries and lost popularity. And now I'm so glad they're resurging because the human body is miraculous and we can really
Yeah.
heal ourselves largely when we indemnify our energy and create new cells and give ourselves life.
Yeah. The human body is an amazing thing. And it can heal itself if you just give it the body what it needs to heal. It'll heal you because everything's in you. You just have to bring it out, and you bring it out by doing these things that they've been doing. Finland, they've been doing it over 2,000 years, um, and they're still doing it. And there's a reason why the Finnish are so happy and so healthy, and that's because they do this practice, and we're bringing it back. And there's a reason to bring it back because it works, and it's been working for so long. We just kind of, I guess in America, we just lost track of all that because of the way our whole country and society is set up. Because we've only been around, what, 200 or so years
250 years.
as a country.
Yeah.
But these things have been doing for 2,000 years. So why not look to the ancient ways that are natural to heal ourselves instead of looking for um, unnatural ways in pharmaceutical and oil products and things that aren't natural for our body. So looking for the natural and then use your own spirit, your own human spirit to heal yourself. And once you heal your spirit, then you heal your body because our spirit's our breath. And we were breathed into. And you got to be intentional with your breath and you'll get back to your spirit. It's like when you're a little kid, you're real close to your spirit somehow. And as you grow older, you kind of lose connection with it. But when you get intentional with your breath and you start doing this cold water practice, you get close to your spirit and it works. And when you're close to your spirit, you feel happy. And when you feel happy, you're going to get healthy. So I encourage everybody to be intentional with their breath. And I encourage everybody too to get in the cold water and experience it because it's got the most amazing healing properties on the planet. There ain't nothing else like it in the world. It's just not.
I really love when we do breath work in the morning. Like that, especially when there's a group, right? Because set the intention for the day and then we're breathing together. And there's just this calm that comes over my spirit and it feels like it just supports me for the whole entire day. And I can go back during my day. The day gets a little rough and it's a little hectic and like all the things, right? I can go back to those moments where I felt really calm early in the morning and I can be there in that space and settle myself down and really just self-soothe, like just breathe through it. I really love your focus breath. Yeah. Tell me about that.
So I do this, teach this practice called focus breath. And what it is, so the perfect breath is through your nose only. And the reason there's a thing in our nose that's like a knowledge shell, and it filters our breath and gets it ready for our lungs. And what we do is a perfect breath, the timing of it's 5.5 seconds. But what I did is I just made this little program up where I do 5 second breaths, inhale and exhale, and I'll watch a stopwatch. And I put one hand on my diaphragm, one hand on my chest, because I want to feel that air coming from the diaphragm, and I want to feel my chest rise as well, and I want to be in touch with that. And we watch the stopwatch, and we time our breath for 2 minutes. And we do this every day. If you do it every day for 30 days, you'll feed your subconscious, and you'll program that timing of your breath, and you'll start breathing the right normal breath. And this other thing we do, I want to tell people this, is you want your breath to be deep and still. So I tell people to imagine that there's a feather about right there under their nose, and you don't want the feather to move. And there's a funny thing, back in the samurai days, they would test the samurai like that, and if the feather would move, they wouldn't pass. But if the feather was still, then the samurai would pass, get his sword, and he moved on. So I tell people to imagine in their mind's eye that there's a feather there, and that feather should be still. And then we breathe for 2 minutes, and after that 2 minutes, you feel this extreme calmness throughout your whole body and spirit, and that's what we call focused breath.
And that's really a cool thing to do because you can do that anywhere. So my car has that eco sensor on it, that stops at every stop light. And it used to just aggravate me because it reminded me of my first two cars that I had to keep my foot on the brake and the gas at the same time, right? But now I just take that as a chance to pause and just breathe and just so I have a little moment to connect back to myself. And it's amazing. I do that before like a difficult conversation. In my professional life, lots of things can go wrong, lots of things that I'm responsible for, but not necessarily in charge of, like the buck stops with me kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that can really it helps talk me off the ledge and helps keep me in my state of heart mind coherence and resonance and really I have more capacity to make better choices and to be a lot kinder to myself and to others, just to be more patient, and just know that it's going to work out. Doesn't help to get all twisted about it. It's going to work out. Just breathe, right? Just breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.